What is up, YouTube? Two-Wheel Logan here, out on a beautiful day in Stafford, Virginia. It is unseasonably warm. I think it was like up in the 70s today. At the end of October, that's pretty crazy. But I'm out here to figure out get a little bit of a riding in, because I haven't in forever. Poor baby's been neglected. Work and everything's been killing me. Every time I'm like, oh, I'll go take the bike out, it rains, or it's like freezing cold, and I'm kind of a bitch about it, so whatever. But we're out here now. She seems like she's running all right. I've only been down this road one time, so I'm not 100% sure where Ollie goes to. So we're gonna find out, I reckon. Ew, if I don't do that. So as y'all know, we made this move up here to Stafford about 3 months ago, and you know, since I've been in Tuscaloosa, well, my last year in Tuscaloosa and my year in Huntsville, my wife and I were renting out a house. You know, just a little single family home, and each of them has had a garage. So there hasn't been a time that I've owned this bike that I did not have a garage until now. You know, down there housing was fairly cheap for the most part, and you could find some decent houses for that met all of our criteria for pretty cheap. Move up here, not really the case. Houses were, especially ones to rent, were few and far between, and the ones that were there were pretty expensive, so we had to settle for a townhouse. And you know, size wise it's not that bad. You know, I don't really care either way, but the one thing that sucks is that I don't have a garage. Pretty much I've got like a main level, the kitchen and living room, basement. There's just an open like rec room area or whatever. It's a finished basement. And like a laundry room, and then upstairs has the 3 bedrooms. So a decent little space. It's a decent amount of space, but there's no garage. I got a fenced in backyard and like a deck. So when I first moved up here, I was like, yeah, it's fine. You know, I don't really want to have to keep the bike outside, but I'll keep it, you know, in the backyard under the awning or whatever, and or the not awning, the deck. And I thought that would work out, but it's just such a friggin' hassle. Every time I wanted to go take the bike out, I had to go through the hassle of bringing it out of the back gate and around and relocking the back gate up and everything like that. So then I was like, you know what, I'll just I'll keep it in the parking space with my car, and you know, that way I can get to it whenever I want to get to it, and that's fine. But it just sits outside, and I have a cover for it. I keep the cover on it pretty much all the time. For the most part, it's been okay. I mean, nothing really too bad's happened to the bike so far, but you know, there's always that nagging suspicion that your bike's gonna get stolen. And there's a couple other people in the neighborhood that keep their bikes in the same kind of area that I do, and they seem, you know, relatively left alone. But you know, you just don't want somebody either A, stealing it, or B, just coming and messing with it. Like, I really don't want to have to like look outside one day and there's a bunch of kids sitting on it or fucking around with it, and then you have to wonder if, you know, something's, that was not the lane I was supposed to be in. If something's happened to it. But so I spend a lot of time looking out the window, which isn't cool, man. I don't want to have to do that. But I also noticed when I kind of went out today to go ride, I was like, I'll check how much gas I've got. And my fuel cap is getting that kind of gunky stuff. I don't know if y'all can see it right there. And I couldn't get the key to turn. I was like afraid I was going to break the key off in the gas door. And I was like, that's gonna really suck. Like, of all the things, I really do not want to break a key in the gas cap, and I also don't want to not be able to get into my gas cap. Because, you know, obviously I'm gonna get stuck out here riding. Like, at this moment I'm riding around, and once my gas light comes on, I'll probably just head home, and then I'll figure out how to fix it later. But it's just a bitch, man. And I know it had to come from it being outside. Like, everything I've read online has been, oh well, you know, it happens a lot for bikes that sit outside, and I don't know, there's just not much I can do to keep it from messing up. And I don't want to have to keep dealing with this or keep on doing fixes, or, you know, worst case I'm going to have to go put a keyless gas cap onto it, which those aren't cheap. Like, I'm not looking forward to having to do that. Alright, that's fine, whatever. Don't wave back, that's a Pokeball. What up? yeah, it's just kind of annoying. And then, like, on top of that, besides just the security and, you know, any of the elements kind of getting to the bike, like, not having a garage just sucks in general of not being able to work on stuff. Like, I had to change the oil in this thing. I guess y'all saw before my my ride out in Fredericksburg, and I had to do it right there in my parking spot, which I only have 2 parking spots for mine and my wife's cars. And I had to do all the oil change right there in between my car and her car, which is like, I don't know, working in a 3-foot space to do an entire oil change. Like, it's not that hard to do one on the bike, but it's, you know, I like having my space to kind of move all my stuff around and lay my parts and my tools out, and all my tools are downstairs in the basement. So anytime I'd like realize that I forgot something, I had to go back in the house, downstairs, grab the tools, run back upstairs, go back out, and all with also the fear that somebody's going to walk by and just walk off with my tools or something. And I'm just like, it's just a pain in the ass. And I'm, you know, we're looking at moving again probably in the next year, now that we're kind of a little more permanent to this area, but we're trying to find a house that kind of meets our needs, because we kind of had to sign up for this house on like 3 days notice. So hopefully, you know, we'll come across something that works out a little better. But I just hope it's got a garage, because excuse me, I don't know how much more I can do not having a garage, because it's been a pain in the butt. And I just want to be able to do my stuff in my garage and hold all my tools and stuff, because it's getting old. I reckon I'll probably convert the basement into a like a garage man cave room thing, so I can actually just pull the bike in there over the winter and get it winterized and everything, because, you know, I'm not going to have as long of a riding season as I did in Alabama. So I know in like maybe a month and a half or so it's going to be Dunsville, so we'll see. But anyways, if you have any suggestions on how to fix this gas cap issue, please let me know, because I haven't had to run into that. You know, in the 2 years I kept the or 1 year, I guess, I don't know how long I kept the 250, it stayed outside, and I never ran into this issue. So kind of new to it, and I'm not happy about it. So if you got any suggestions, let me know. If you've had to deal with similar circumstances, also let me know. We can share in the guilt or the pain or whatever you want to call it. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna go back to enjoying my ride, as short as it may be, for as long as what gas is in the tank wants to hold out. Thanks for watching. As always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Alright. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.